Hey everyone, I'm Jason.
And I'm Marcella.
And this is Outdoors Unlimited. And in this inaugural video, we're going to be taking a trip to Orlando, Florida, to Disney's Fort Wilderness Campground. I hope you enjoy.
Enjoy. As we're heading north on the turnpike, we get a peek at the Guitar Hotel. It's the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. And the girls love seeing it because it means we're leaving Miami. And fun fact about that hotel, it's the only guitar-shaped hotel in the world. You can check in on the My Disney Experience app about 60 days before your resort arrival. If you didn't do that, you can also check in at the resort. You pass the guard gate, and to the left-hand side, there's a big area where you can pull up with the camper. It looks like a old school toll booth, and they will check you in there and give you your site number. It's safe to say that the preferred method of transportation around the fort is on a golf cart, so you can either rent one through Disney or rent one off-site. This time around, we rented one off-site and they delivered directly to our site. There are two pools at the fort. The Meadows pool area is the largest and it's the most centrally located. It's surrounded by the bike barn, the trading post, and the Campfire SingAlong. We like to stay in the meadow area because it's the closest to all the action, so we usually purchase premium meadow sites. The pool area has ping pong tables and pool tables and an arcade. There's also a really nice snack bar where you can buy sandwiches, pizza, alcoholic beverages, and drinks for the kids. There's plenty of lounge chairs, but not as many umbrellas for shade. So if you want shade, make sure to get there early. There's also lots of poolside activities for the kids and a super fun slide for kids and adults as well. Very close to the pool area is a playground. There's also volleyball courts and tennis courts. Down in the settlement area, there's Pioneer Hall, which has the Hoop-Dee-Doo review. There's 3 categories of seating, and it's buffet style. There's also Crockett's Tavern, which is a small restaurant with appetizers and cocktails. And there's the Trails End restaurant, which is currently closed for refurbishment. Just beyond the settlement area, you'll find a really cute beach area. Although you can't swim, you can fish, catch, and release. The boat dock that takes you to Magic Kingdom is also in this area. You can catch it 30 minutes prior to Magic Kingdom opening, and it stops running 1.5 hours after closing. There's a boat that comes in every 10 to 15 minutes, and it's about 13 minutes a one-way trip. The trading post at the settlement area is one of 2 stores in the entire Fort Wilderness. It's the smaller of the 2, and it has all your basic necessities: toothbrushes, toothpaste, if you want a s'mores kit. It also has souvenirs.
Something that we really enjoy doing while at the fort is the scavenger hunt. If you haven't seen it yet, check out the scavenger hunt on Facebook. Every few minutes people are hiding things and they give you hints. People post their birthdays and they give out free cookies and stuff. Here, this little girl, she found a book bag and tree stumps, some glow sticks that we hid earlier, and you give hints and people find it all over the Fort Wilderness campground. So make sure you download or friend request the scavenger hunt, and we're off to go look for some things. We just hid the goggles over here, and let's see who finds them. For people to come find it.
The Tri-Circle D Ranch is close to the settlement trading post. Golf carts are not allowed in that area. It's where Disney houses all of the horses for the parades. It's home to the Dragon Calliope. It's a horse-drawn musical carriage that Walt Disney purchased for the Mickey Mouse Club parade in Disneyland in the 1950s. There's different breeds of horses that are kept here: Appaloosas, Belgians, Clydesdales, and Shetland ponies. And the stables are open to guests from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Here's a quick look at the golf cart that we rented from JNS Custom Carts off of Facebook. It was a busy weekend, so the fort didn't have any golf carts available for us. So JNS delivered this cart and we left it on scene when we were done camping, and they picked it up. I highly recommend them. It was a pretty cool cart. This is the 600 loop where we're currently staying. This is spot 602, which backs up to a field, and then you have the Meadows trading post. These sites are considered Meadows premium sites. They're full hookup, and I guess they're premium because they're close to the Meadows area. There's a small bridge I'll show you in a bit that'll take you across to the movie area, and just behind that you have the swimming pool. In this loop, all the even sites back up to the Meadows. The odd back up to the roadway. We had 603 and behind us was the road. It wasn't very noisy, but next time I'd like to have the meadow in back of us or the lake. Here's site 608. You'll see these folks have a nice view of the lake behind them. Just behind that is the bike barn, the Meadows trading post. It looks nice and peaceful here. And this is site 610 with the same view. Here you can get an idea of what the even numbers in Loop 600 see behind them. They have the lake, they have the campfire area where Chip and Dale do s'mores, the bike barn, and off to your right you have the Meadows trading post. And right here next to Site 610 you have this small wooden bridge that'll take you over to the Meadows main area. It's very convenient. The last time we came to Fort Wilderness, we stayed in the 1400 loop, which is right back here behind these bushes. And I'll insert a clip now from that time that we stayed here. And this was our site set up in the 1400 loop the last time we stayed here, which was very convenient. Right behind these bushes was access to the s'mores at night with Chip and Dale, the outdoor movies which they had every night, and quick access to get to the Meadows trading post or even the Meadows swimming pool. It's very centrally located, very peaceful, and easy access to everything.
One of my favorite things to do at the fort is the Campfire SingAlong. They have nightly movies that they play, Disney movies obviously, and they give you a schedule at the front desk with the nightly movies that are playing for the entire week and the activities for the week. You also get it when you check in at the booth. It's a lot of fun because they also have somebody singing and the kids get to sing along and dance and roast their marshmallows and make the s'mores. If you didn't bring your marshmallows and your s'mores, they do have s'mores kits for sale at the sing-along, so no need to worry about that. I've even seen people roasting hot dogs. It's a lot of fun because sometimes you even get to see Chip and Dale.
This is the Meadows trading post, which is across from the pool, close to the 600 loop. Inside you'll find different souvenirs, candy, most things that you'll find inside the park, and some different Fort Wilderness unique items. They also have a section in case you forget camping supplies, s'mores kits, first aid items. The kids like to buy trading pins, and they usually trade with the staff or they drive around the fort, and people leave out a pin board for trading pins, and you can find really unique pins. Here at the bike barn, which opens daily from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., you can rent bicycles, canoes, kayaks, fishing gear, and you can even buy bags of rocks which you can mine at the mining station.
Savannah,
Yes.
what do you
think about your sister driving?
I'm scared.
Now while my daughter Gianna drives us around, I'll try to give you a brief view of some of the sites. This is the 1800 loop. It has full hookup and most concrete pads are 10 by 50 feet. They fit about an RV and a small tent, and this 1800 loop is close to the meadow pool. It's also near one of the many dog parks, which makes this a very pet-friendly loop. Here in Loop 1700, the sites are a little bit longer, maybe about 5 feet longer. You can get some 55 feet in length. As you can see, this coach trying to back up. It's a little closer to the meadow swimming pool area, and 1600 would be even closer. The last site we saw was 1800 loop, so we're getting closer to the meadow swimming pool. This guy did a great job back in his coach in, especially with an audience. He got it in there just fine. Here on the right, you'll see one of the many dog parks as well as the children play areas throughout Fort Wilderness. Here's one of our favorite golf carts you'll see throughout the resort. It's an off-site rental, Matter. You'll see and hear him many times. This is Loop 100. It has a few cabins and RV pads. It's the closest to the settlement area, so it's the busiest. Right next to Loop 100, you have Loop 200. It's a short walk to the Meadows Trading Post and the marina. It's not as busy as Loop 100. And at night you could hear the fireworks from the water parade, and as well as the fireworks at Magic Kingdom. And here you have our power pedestal. It has a 30 amp and 50, as well as 2 extra outlets. There's also a cable input or output in case you bring a cable. You can watch cable TV. Here's your dump and fresh water. Everything was very clean and well kept. When you check out, a crew comes right away and they clean up your pad. Kids like to paint with chalk on the driveway on the concrete pad, and they clean that up right away so it looks like nobody has ever been there. Here's one of the many comfort stations that you find in the loop. Sometimes the loops share a comfort station. You can buy ice on the outside. Inside you have washer machines, drying machines, and in case you forget any of your cleaning supplies, they have a vending machine which you can buy. And this machine, I think you buy credit for the machine that you want to use. We didn't use the laundry machines while we were there.
The Wilderness Pool is located near the 2500 loop, and it's a lot smaller than the Meadows swimming pool, but it's more quaint, and I think it's got less kids because there's no slide. There's a lot less seating, but it's also very nice, and it has a hot tub as well, like the other pool.
If you're interested in horseback riding, the Tri-Circle D Ranch has a stable area up front by the check-in where you can go on a trail ride. They also have pony rides down in the settlement area. The pony rides only do a small circle, whereas the trail rides take you on a 30 or 45-minute trail ride through some woods, and it feels very natural. It's very nice. And before you go on your trail ride, they'll give you a small lesson right here to familiarize yourself with the horse, as they all have different behaviors. Some are hyper, some are calm. It's a very fun activity. I highly recommend it. I'd suggest pausing the video now to familiarize yourself with Fort Wilderness map here and see where you'd like to stay. Well, I hope you liked our first video on this channel.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And if there's anything you'd like to see in the Miami or South Florida area, please let us know in the comments below and we'll try to make a video for you.
Bye now.